So during the 90s, one of the reasons that the economy was so prosperous is because of this housing bubble. People were buying houses, pouring money into houses that truthfully probably could not afford. And so one of the causes of the recession in the early 2000s was this housing bubble starting to burst. People, yes, they were getting foreclosed upon, they were downsizing into smaller homes and things of that nature. One of the things that is a long-term problem is exactly what you said, is housing. Having people being able to have their equity in their houses and have their wealth tied up in their houses is such an important part of how Americans have their prosperity, that now they don't have their money tied up in their house. It may be worth less than what they owe on it. And so it's not a source of wealth. Sometimes it's a source of great strain. And so a number of people, including David Frum, who's an ex-economic advisor or speechwriter for George W. Bush, who is much more on the moderate side of things, has criticized Obama for is not focusing on housing first. That the stimulus should not have been about aid to states. It shouldn't have been about tax cuts or spending on so-called shovel-ready projects. It should have been on aid to house owners. That if we keep people in their houses so they can make their house payments, that would be a much better long-term pro-growth strategy. Because if you are losing money on your house, or if you get foreclosed upon and you have to move elsewhere, that's going to have a huge psychological effect. It's going to affect the tax base. It's going to affect your ability to keep a job and all sorts of things down the road. So getting that stabilized, getting people into building new houses, buying houses that are empty right now, is a huge part of the recovery. And neither candidate is really addressing this. Neither Obama nor Romney have a strong plan, as far as I can tell, about what they are going to do about housing. How are they going to get people back in houses? How are they going to increase the value of houses that people are currently in and trying to hold on to? And that's important, and it's basically been ignored so far.